Hey crafty cuties, welcome back to Paper Terrace and welcome to a Christmas video. I am so excited today. We are going to make these little mini ornament journals. Now I've showed these on my channel quite a few times, but I showed them in a live video the other day and someone wanted to see me make some. I think this would be such a great project if you have Christmas paper pads that are 6x6. I don't have any right now, so I'm actually going to use some new items that I got from a lovely subscriber, Lori. So I have stamps, embellishments, stickers here, but we're also going to keep this really simple because all you really need is paper. So I am also going to try to utilize these super cute tags for all of the covers. So I highly recommend using like cut-aparts. A lot of Christmas paper pads will have little journaling cards in the paper pads, and they are going to be the perfect size for this. So I am going to get started with just a plain paper. I kind of want to use the bows, and we're just going to jump right in. And the great thing about this is that this is such an easy journal base because you really don't have to do too much for it. So we're gonna cut this down, and this is where, like I said, if you have a 6x6 paper pad, this is going to be great because we are going to cut it down to 6 inches. In fact, sometimes, let me just make sure, 6 inches. Yep. So we're gonna go, we're actually just going to cut it down to 6x6. And then you'll want to either score or fold at about 4.5 inches. I'm actually just going to cut off this extra piece, and I'll show you why. You can do either of those in just a moment. This is going to be a piece that's going to be a little pocket on the inside. And I'm going to do this entire project a no-sew version. So we're just going to take this little extra piece. So again, you could have just folded up if you wanted. Now for this exact design, if I were to fold up, it would end up being upside down. So some people don't care about that, some do, and then some designs you can totally get away with that. But I just cut mine off, and I'm going to glue it on the 3 edges. So if you're just folding it up, then you can just add glue on the 2 sides. Okay. This is going to be a really fun craft fair idea because you can make so many of these, and I think that they would be a really good hit for a craft fair around this time of year. So we are going to make 2 score marks that will create the spine of our journal, but I'm going to show you another option in the next little mini journal that we'll make to where you can just fold it in half. But we are going to score at 3 7/8, and then 3 1/4, or sorry, no, 3 1/8. That's what I meant. Going to give us a little teeny spine, and that's where we can fold it. And then if you don't have a scoreboard, you can just use a ruler and mark where you can fold, and just carefully just fold on those 2 lines. And then we can move on to decorating and adding the pages. So for decorating, I am going to go ahead and just grab one of these tags. We'll cut it out into the actual tag shape. And some of them have a pretty main image, which you could totally just get away with not decorating at all, and you could make it a super quick, like The Christmas tree I think would be really pretty on its own, the swan, the ornaments. So you can just choose that way. So before putting this cute little tag on, which you could totally just do like that, I'm actually going to punch a hole through the tag topper. I think it'll be fun to add some pretty trim. And pull that through. I'm going to trim this a little bit though. You could add things like charms and whatnot. We'll do this first one just very simple though. And I think I'm just going to start by gluing this straight down. All the way up to the top. So I use a really thin twine at the top so that that can get glued down straight down. Just make sure that's glued down all the way. And then I'm going to add a little something extra just with the little sticker pad that kind of comes along with this set. So we have some pretty little images on here. Ooh, I like the snow globes. That might work. Okay. I think for this one, I will go ahead and one says the Christmas ball. Okay, so I'm actually going to center this. I'm just going to do like a little layering kind of look, but you can get a system down whatever you like, and then you can kind of copy that throughout the next few that you are making. And then I'm going to add a little ornament kind of hanging down from the top over here like this. That's what we're working with for the cover. And again, so many different options with the cut aparts. So then what we're going to do for the pages is I already cut some pages down, and I cut these down to 4.5 inches by 5.5 inches. And so I'm just going to do 3 different pages. And for this, you can just fold them. I'm going to keep these rather simple, but you can totally decorate these like an actual junk journal if you wanted. And then we're just going to bind these in with a very simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So I am just going to go ahead and get a needle and some thread. Okay, so for the binding, so you can go ahead and take some paper clips to hold everything together, but I am just going to actually hold it all in there, lining it up right on the center. And I am just going to take my awl and start by punching 3 holes. I'm going to do one that's in the center, and then one that's like, a 1/2 inch up from the bottom, and then a 1/2 inch up from the top. Once you have the 3 holes, you can take your wax linen thread, embroidery floss, or regular thread, and just do a very simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Now, obviously, I'm showing you a really simple version here, but you can have so much fun decorating these, and they can still honestly be such a quick little project if you have everything kind of set out and do this in an assembly line order. We're going to make 1 or 2 more together in just a minute, just so I can give you a few more ideas and show you what those look like. We'll just go back in through the center, and I'm going to show you what makes these an ornament versus just a mini journal. Oops. Sorry, I got to bring this close to my face. Okay. So I use extra wax linen thread. So I did like 3 times the height. I probably should have mentioned that. But the reason I like to do that is because I like to add a little Christmas charm just for some extra pizzazz. So let me grab one. And I'm just going to tie it actually on the end of the thread that we used. Should fit through there. And then you can decide if you want it to go up and over or if you just want it to hang down here. I think for this one, these ones, I'm going to have it just hang down the bottom. And then I'll just cut off the excess, because that would look very cute hanging down as your little ornament. But what actually makes it an ornament is we're going to use a little binder clip here. And then we're going to go to the top, and we could have punched this hole before binding, but it's still possible to get in there. And we are just going to punch a tiny little hole in our spine here. Yeah, it would have been easier. I kind of have to get this close to my face, but hang on one sec here. I'm punching the hole on the spine towards the top. I hope you can see that, a small hole. And then I'm just going to lace my little binder clip in here. You can also use like a bulb pin, that will work as well, but I like the look of this. And then you have a cute little ornament junk journal. You can make these smaller, bigger. I try to make them no bigger than this because I think this is a good size to go on a Christmas tree. And I think these are so much fun. I actually use these on my Christmas tree, and then every year we have one that we write a little memory in and like the kids' ages, or you can add photos. So I just love how these turn out. We're gonna make one more together quickly. And I already have the little base here started. And I cut this tag out so we can see how easy it is if you choose one that has an image on it already. Just gonna glue this on. Running out of my glue here. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and glue that down in the center. One year I even used little like vintage Christmas playing cards as the cover. And those turned out so cute. And then sometimes I like rounding the corners on these. Okay, there's that. So again, I'm gonna take 3 pages that are cut down to 4.5 by 5.5. Just fold them in half, and then I'll bind these ones. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do another version of this. I do want to film like more of a assembly line process video for you guys. So if I can get to a part 2, I will. So for this one, I'm going to use this stamp, and this will be the cover. And this is gonna be a very black Christmas tree. A lot of surface area on this stamp. And we're gonna do a different version of the cover, which I'll show in just a sec. This is the first time that I'm stamping this out, so it might not be perfect, but that's okay. And I'm going to actually just stamp it, on this pink paper that I have here. Try to center that the best I can. I'm at kind of a bad angle here, but hopefully, well, that wasn't the best. Okay, I re-stamped it. I definitely think it needs to be primed, but that's okay. So for this one, I'm actually just gonna cut around the image. And you can really do this with any stamped image that you would like for your cover. I love that bow. I think that would be cute to color in, but I think I'll keep it blank since I used the pink paper as the background. Ooh, I just got an idea. Actually, that bow paper that I already used would be so pretty with this one, but I already got this piece out for it. So for this one, I have a piece of paper that's 6 inches by 4.5, and we're not gonna have an actual spine on this. We're just gonna fold it in half. So whatever works best for you. And then this is going to be our image, and I had a feeling it might be a little too wide, so I may have to cut off a little bit. Yep, okay, so we're just going to go ahead and glue this one down. And I have the stamped image on the back that didn't turn out so good. Ooh, and real quick before I put this down, whoops, I'm gonna add one more little detail using this sticker book. And, oh, so actually I see which sticker I'm gonna use, but okay, we'll place this down first. I think once you get a system down for how you want to decorate your covers, you can really do these pretty quick. So I am going to actually use this sticker here that says Merry Christmas. I'm gonna put Christmas down first. I kind of want to go at an angle. No. And then this one right above it. Okay, and then same thing for this one. I just need to trim those stickers. Same thing, I have my pages cut down. Again, I'm using 3. I feel like that's a good amount for these. And I will just fold these in half, and then I can also just do a little 3-hole pamphlet stitch just like I have been. And since I'm gluing this down, I'll need to put something heavy on it, but for the sake of this video, I can just keep going. And then for this one, I am just going to use a bulb pen, and I am actually just putting it through all of those pages. And I have made my ornament journals with these, and they hang just perfect on the tree as well. And you can even add some cute little bells if you want a little jingle. So there are 3 quick little options for your ornament journals. Again, play around with this size, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make some more of these in an assembly line style for you guys. If you want to see that, feel free to let me know down below. I have quite a few videos on queue to be filmed, so I will try to get to that one real soon if that's what you want to see. That's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching, and have fun crafting. See you soon. Bye.